G'day everyone, I'm Ben and this is Counterfeit Christianity. I just had a comment in one of the videos sometime, I saw it. I think I was talking about how Christians care about sins, the system of Christianity cares about sins, pastors care about sins. I said something along the lines of, God doesn't care about your sins. I think that's true. God doesn't care about that. He wants a living relationship with you. He wants to be with you all the time. He doesn't care about that. The Christians in the church are the ones that care about that because that gives them power over you, to control you through fear, so that you give yourself, your life, everything to them, and they can exploit you in however they choose to. So somebody said in the book, it talks about Jesus forgiving people's sins. I was thinking about that, and what popped into my mind was this thought. First of all, I want to read it. I looked it up and found the verse where it was talking about it, and it says, Jesus stepped into a boat, crossed over, and came to his own town. Some men brought him a paralyzed man lying on the mat. When Jesus saw their faith, he said to the man, "Take heart, son, your sins are forgiven." At this time, some of the teachers of the law said to themselves, "This fellow is blaspheming." Who does that remind you of? Knowing their thoughts, Jesus said, "Why do you entertain these evil thoughts in your hearts?" I don't know which version of the Bible that is, but other ones say different things. But this is Jesus ripping into the religious people of the day, the Christians of the day. Christians now have taken over the role of the Pharisees and the religious person. They're the ones that try and hold people to account for their sins. God doesn't do that. They do that. I read that, and the thought that came into my mind, what made me think of is like, I think that Jesus was fucking with them. I think Jesus was like, he knew what they were going to do because they were obviously all watching. He knew their hearts, and he did it intentionally. I think he intentionally chose to say, "Your sins are forgiving," instead of saying, "Stand up and go home." He did say that later, right? So he did it just to fuck with them, just to piss them off. Because I think it's really interesting because it shows the character of Jesus, and it also shows the character of the Pharisees, of these religious people. And I like that because I love what it shows about Jesus. It shows that he does things in a way that stirs people up intentionally, because it must have been like a big thing going on, and lots of people around watching what was happening, and he knew what was going to happen, and he chose his words specifically. And he did it just to fuck with them. Oh my gosh, it made me laugh so much. This popped into my mind. I think Jesus was intentionally doing this, and then he knew what they would react. It not only showed the meekness of Jesus, the misinterpretation of meek. Lots of people talk about Jesus and who he was. They interpret meek as weak and gentle and kind. No, not at all. He was gentle and kind with his people, but he was extremely harsh with evil people, calling them snakes, and that they deserve to be in the pits of hell because they had evil demons. They're the same people as pastors nowadays and Christians nowadays. These evil demon worshippers that say that they love God but actually hate everybody. And if you don't choose to follow what they tell you is the truth, then you're burning in hell. So I loved it because it shows the character of Jesus, and it shows the character of the religious people of the day, the Christians of the day. And he did it intentionally to bring that out, I think. I really like that because as I go along this journey of understanding, that's why I call this my understanding. This is where I'm up to in my journey of understanding who my daddy is. I love that there's these little things that are being revealed to me of the true character of who Jesus was and who my daddy is. He's not this God sitting up in heaven, looking down and being angry at us like the Christians want us to think. He is the best daddy you could ever imagine, who wants a relationship with you. That's what Jesus came to do. He came to model the relationship with God so that we could follow and have that same relationship as he did, as well as he came to break down religion. This verse is one of those verses that Christians like to use to say, see, he came to forgive sins so that you could go to heaven. And this is what I think he's doing here. He chose to say that, to mess with these evil demons and to bring out their true character out into the light. Like, I've talked about this heaps and heaps of times in previous videos, but I don't believe hell is for humans, if there is hell at all. I think that Jesus came to rescue us from living hell right now of religion, so that we can be in relationship with God. And then when we die, who knows what'll happen after that, but we'll get to be with God more. We get to live in heaven now with the living God, with our daddy, as well as when we die, we get to do the same thing. And there will probably be a choice somewhere along the line after that we get to choose to be with God or choose not to. I love the book that C.S. Lewis wrote, The Great Divorce. It's a really good book, a story about a grey town where people get to choose to be in hell, be in the grey town, or move on to heaven with him. It's a really cool book. It has helped mold and help me understand the idea of my understanding of what I think hell is, hell on earth right now, compared to what the Christians want you to believe, that if you don't say the incantation, say the Christian incantation, and do exactly what they want you to do, then you're going to burn in hell for eternity. Everything is for a time. Like this life that we live right now is for a time. So yeah, that story about heaven and hell is a really interesting one. Obviously, I've got no idea about what's coming after, but just small pieces and glimpses of who our daddy is, so that we can be free right now with him. I think it really shows us Jesus' character, that he is not in it for the reasons that they tell us that he's in it. He's in it to show people the evils of religion and the evils of institutional things, of systematic things. He wants to separate us from that so that we can be free to live in an authentic relationship with our daddy. Relationship means to have conversations, to be together all the time. It's not like a Christian would say, like, let's sit down and pray and tell God what we need, and then hopefully he will hear us and then come alongside us and do what we want. That's not what relationship with God is. Relationship with God is being with him and understanding that whatever happens is good because I'm with him. And that's the journey that I've been on. So yeah, like I said, this is my understanding. I just thought I would bring this up. If this video gets views, just have a look at what the Christians say. I'm happy to be a heretic because I want to be with God. I want to have a living relationship with him, and I want to show you and help you understand that is why we are here as humans, to be in relationship with God, not in a system that drags us into hell. Like always, I'm not sure if that makes any sense at all, if what I've said makes any sense at all, but this is my understanding, this is my journey, this is where I'm up to, and I really appreciate you guys, and just be free, be with God. He's not angry with us, so why should we be? Anyway, I'll leave it at that, so take it easy, and I appreciate you guys. See ya.